S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. Being chased out left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it with Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
43. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Go. We own them. We own them. 45.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And an alley to run. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pass from Winston into the hands of Brate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. We're scoreless after one.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Number 53. Mike 53. All right, T, let's go. All right.
A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Rush in. Check 43. The mic.
Here's Winston. Complete. He finds Braid. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Ready. Black 25. Check 53. Crunch time, defense. Check. Wait.
Winston now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
Watch the whip.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes is going to run the option left, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the out, watch the out. Say. Under 10, 10. Watch twits. Easy.
On first down, Logan. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's got some space here. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to you. No, check that. Yellow. 52 right here. 52.
Pause. 52, Mike, 52.
And the blitz does come. He is going to find Hill here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
51, Mike, 50. Go. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Lotion. 15.
45. Mike, 45. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Well, the defense was in prevent. They still get there.
That means that there's absolutely nowhere to throw the football. No one came open because now you're really getting 3 guys rushing the quarterback. 5 guys should be able to block them, but sometimes time just takes it up and end up getting to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. Check. I got you. Hey. 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go. Mike 52. Okay, double up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Logan. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Wait.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Big ass. Joker. Easy. 40 for mine. I'm coming. Easy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 20. Easy.
Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. This is Logan. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Alert 3.
They run again with Logan. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pay me hold on. I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing, Bridgewater. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Greer and the Panthers set to go first and 10 at their own 16.
Pull it together.
Check 15. Check.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Who's that? Hey, Echo. Who's that? 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Yo. Hey, rock it.
On second and 7, Greer. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
18 Gators.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Go. Ready.
First down, Greer. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Kill. Turn. You got bomber. Check 52. Check 99. Smooth. Get it.
Now a first down throw, Greer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, team 6.
Back to the air. Greer on second down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Greer. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
Mike spot 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike spot 4.
On third and long, here's Greer. Out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Greer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Greer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Greer now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
218, chop. Check out. Hey, Alpha. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. There.
From the 50, here's Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Greer sets to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey, zoom. Get that quarterback. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Greer. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3 down. 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing on third down. Greer looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And now past another. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd and 10, Greer completes it to Aguilar. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. 3rd and 2, Greer taking a shot for Samuel. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Greer completes it to Samuel. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Rock it. Bang, 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 bang. Now.
Greer on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
52 to Mark, 52. Hey, watch the leg. Hard. Now. Kill.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go. Hey, high 7. Fair. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Delta.
Now on 2nd and 13. Greer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hey, Irvin. Look at me. Go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Greer. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Greer. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Bridgewater. Looking for Shepard deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Pilot 64, weak. Hey, lock it. Check 25. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
After the turnover, here's Greer. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Hey, exit.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Five.
On 1st and 10, Greer looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Christian, Travis. Roll out.
Hatchet, hatchet.
They run toss to the right with Drake. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
60 Pittsburgh. Bravo.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's get it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. We got to get the ball.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Greer on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep up, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they will final finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 43.
Leo.
On first down, it's Greer. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
3rd and 13.
55. Right there in the middle. 55 on. You better bring it.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Luke Kuechly, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Greer looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out, and the Panthers have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll run on first down. Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.